Stretching always helps me start my day in a good way. Everyone deserves to have clean water. I'm thankful to be a mixed racial person in skateboarding. I'm part Japanese too, so when I go over to Japan everyone loves me there. When I go somewhere where there are a lot of black people they'll love me there too. I literally started skating handrails when I was 7 years old, with no helmet on, so I was just bred into this type of skating where you have to be kind of fearless and just go for it. I love skateboarding because it's the funnest thing on earth. And that goes for, not only if you're one of us about to skate the Olympics or just a kid out there skating your skate park, just having fun. It's the freedom, the love. It brings us all together and the non-stop challenge and the progression. I love going to around the public parks and just skating around the kids and stuff with them, and obviously going out with my friends and going out and hitting the streets and stuff. Ethiopia is beautiful. The people are so positive. Being in the Olympics isn't the chance for one of us to go out there and win the thing. It's growing skateboarding, creating more opportunity for kids to be able to fulfill their dreams of being a pro skater. That is the most fun part of skateboarding, the challenges. There are always new possibilities. When I was 4 years old, we lived in the Fiji Islands, but I don't remember much. My mom used to bake so many vegan goods when I was a kid, and I was always so hyped. I normally get up around 8:30, I'll have a little something to eat, just some avocado toast or some cereal or something, or sometimes just a protein shake when I get up, and then I'll go in my gym. My oldest brother was 2 years older than me, and a really awesome skater. Let It Flow is a water charity that my mom and I started back in 2011. We focus mostly on building, and the majority of the time, repairing wells, because of the insane amount of the number of wells out there in the world just need to be repaired by simple parts. I hope that skateboarding gets a lot of new fans out there and that people start to fall in love with it and get to realize that it's a really fun thing to do and a really fun thing to watch, especially as far as the competition goes. I'm trying to think about my future and be smart in the way I'm using my money and saving my money and making money outside of skateboarding. My parents bought an indoor skate park in 2003 that was a perfect training facility for me. My parents always did things a little bit differently. My 3 brothers, my sister, and I didn't go to normal public schools. We were homeschooled. We didn't play Little League or other team sports. We were a skateboarding family. I only drink coffee when I'm actually feeling tired. I've never wanted to become dependent on it, to be one of those people where I wake up and have to have coffee. Power and strength are most important for my skating. As long as you're working hard for what you love doing, you'll have a good chance of getting somewhere with it. I've always been relatively small in frame. I was too young to really remember it, but at one time, my family lived in Hawaii and Fiji because my parents wanted us to be exposed to different cultures and alternative lifestyles. I was raised a vegan until I was a teenager. It's hard for our sport to pass into the mainstream, to make it onto SportsCenter. Everybody remembers Tony Hawk's 900 at X Games V in 1999. That was an iconic trick that went beyond the sport and still makes highlight reels. I remember when I went to the first Street League event in 2010 in Glendale, Arizona. I was only 15. I had been skating basically since I could walk. I started on my knees and would cruise around the local skate park until I got comfortable enough to stand up. As soon as I went down my first ramp, I was addicted. I'd say street skating is the most fun of the 6 skateboarding events for me personally. It's also because you can do it anywhere. You don't need a specific ramp or competition. You can just go shred anywhere around your hometown and have a blast with it. That's the best part about street skating. It's crazy to think that back when I was 11 years old I was skating X Games. I think that's one of the best things about skateboarding. We're all competitors out there, but no one dislikes each other. I grew up watching Prod and Chris Cole. To be able to skate with them in competition is an honor. I feel like sometimes people see us as like robots and out there expecting to win every time. But, in reality, that's not how it is, and it's not that easy. The important thing to me is being productive. It helps me feel good as a person, helps me feel strong, helps me feel like I'm doing something throughout my days. Even though skateboarding is considered a sport now and it is going to be in the Olympics for the first time, you always have to realize what got it there and what's going to always be important. What can I say? I love waffles. I don't know if any of us imagined we would ever be up here getting ready to skate in the Olympics. But we've all been working for this from a young age, even before it was possible. Our father got us into skating and built us many ramps around our yard. I was really shy because I didn't have much of a social life. I've made money from a young age, but it's never taken away from my love of skateboarding. I don't just do this for money. People assume they know you, but they don't. Whatever the competition, I'm always there to do my best. I don't remember much about the first time I stepped onto a board, but I remember absolutely loving it. Since then it's literally the only thing I wanted to do. A lot of hip-hop sounds the same thing with skateboarding. But if you see someone coming out here doing some tricks no one's done before, that's really cool. I definitely learned a lot at a very young age. When I was 13 years old, my family and I lived on a farm in Puerto Rico that didn't have clean, running water all the time. I consider myself really lucky to have had such a good life. Drawing from personal experience and also knowing that so many people, kids, are still living without sanitary water, makes you want to make it easier for them. Everything from my friends and family to my career have gone really well, and the next step in life is to do your best to help other people in every way possible. A lot of the time, you know you can do a move, it's just really hard to get that first try out of the way. Visit our website for more quotes, quoting.com.